Right, okay, so now that we have completed all of the tasks for Gothboy, it's time to go and find out who our next wonderful commercial sim is. Hopefully, it's going to be someone who's very interesting. There's Jenny, as I was talking about. Can't remember their names. And here is our sim, Master Aran, who is a kickboxing instructor. His profile basically says, "Hey friend, do you find yourself constantly under attack by enemy forces? Ninjas got you down? Then you need Master Aran's School for Martial Artistry. Teach yourself to command the mysterious powers of Sim Fu. Use it to repel bullies, muggers, skeletons, bees or monkey ninjas. With Sim Fu, anything is possible." I think that's quite a good advertisement for Sim Fu and Master Aran's School for Martial Artistry. Because it just exudes awesomeness. Anyway, his interests are fun and studious, and he hates cute. Which kind of sucks. But, oh well. Now, the whole thing with Master Aran is that his name might partially be a reference to Samus Aran from Metroid, because of the whole combat thing. And there's also a character called the Aran in Maple Story, which uses combos and animals as part of the fighting style, which is obviously a common thing in martial arts. So, like the crane stamps and so on and so forth, but you get what I mean. Aran itself means forest, apparently. Which would probably explain the whole bamboo feng shui thing going on here. I've probably said that completely wrong, but normally I would look it up, but no, I can't be bothered today. It's actually quite a common first name for males from Thailand. A variant form, which is Hebrew, means mountain of strength. And actually, it just fits Master Aran really well. Now, it's kind of hinted that he's from Thailand, from the fact that he does kickboxing as well as his name and appearance. But both his house and his fighting style, Sim Fu being obviously based on Kung Fu, suggest that he's actually Chinese, which is really bizarre. And also he only ever asks for one item in each situation, and in each situation it is only ever a training dummy, which is irritating, because you're basically doing the same thing 4 times. Something there is that sort of... I hate getting angry essences, because the only way to get them is to be mean to the Sims, which is not particularly fun. It's particularly annoying because, obviously, if you want to become best friends with people, then doing that lowers your friendship with them and just makes it awkward. So the way I do it is I just be mean to the person who wants the damn essences, and then they've got nothing to complain about. Thankfully, they do kind of when you give them their stuff, they do become friends with you anyway, so it's a bit bizarre. Interesting little tidbit about Master Aran is that he doesn't actually wear a shirt in MySims Agents or in the Japanese version of MySims. Which is partially probably because the video game rating system in Japan is a wee bit looser than elsewhere in the world. So it wouldn't be quite that inappropriate. I mean, considering you have the whole sumo wrestling and so on and so forth, it's not too bizarre to be shirtless. in martial arts. Now, the reason that they probably got away with this in MySims Agents is because that game's a little bit darker, so they're able to get away with a little bit more skin. Now, one thing that is really, really irritating is that at the minute we can't actually complete Master Aran's tasks because one of the essences that we need is through this big metal gate that we can't get through. Now, I don't quite know why they decided to do this and kind of block off certain Sims challenges until you'd gotten past a certain star level. Particularly because there is literally no point behind it. The only thing it does is prevent you from kind of completing the task and forcing you to postpone it, which is not really brilliant. I mean, it's not too bad because we are relatively close to star level 4, so we will be able to complete his task relatively soon. But still. Also, what the hell has happened to the icon at the bottom there? Bloomin' heck. What? That is just absolutely bizarre. It shouldn't move down there. God knows what happened. It does that a few times throughout the game. And if that wasn't clear, I've kind of just moved up to this prospecting area up here. You need to do a lot of prospecting and fishing for Master Aran. No trees for him. He doesn't want any trees. He just wants he wants the sweat and blood of digging. And the muscles of rearing in all those fish and so on and so forth. Still. Let's get back to town, because if I recall correctly, we need to go to the forest to sort out the bloomin' fishing part. It can be pretty irritating that there are Sims where you have to go from the desert to the forest, and it's just like, come on, really, do I have to? And it kind of makes me just wish that they'd managed to get it so that you could just go to everywhere in the town at once. I mean, I know the Wii's not necessarily that powerful, but I'm sure they could have managed somehow. I mean, you got Lego City Undercover, which, as I think I mentioned it before in this playthrough. If I haven't, then yes, Lego City Undercover is out at the time of recording. And it's excellent. I really love it. And that's a Wii U game, obviously, so the Wii U is a lot more powerful than the Wii. And that manages to do a huge city. And you can explore it at will. Yes, you do have to deal with some pretty excessive load times, but case in point, MySims, you already have excessive load times. Mainly when you go into the hotel, but even then. So, really, there's not too much of an excuse. I mean, also, like, we've got Okami, which, I mean, sure, you're not doing the whole creating thing, but the areas that you get to explore in that are huge. You've got a massive free space to run around in. And they look beautiful. And they are, in most cases, bigger than the areas that you have here, and that is older than this game. Not by too long, but it's still older. Anyway, we have got all the essences that we can get for now. Because we can't get one essence, which we desperately need to finish off the last task. But we will get what we can done for Master Aran. Because we don't have much of a choice, really. So let's get started on this training dummy, eh? You will kind of, after the first two, I believe, or at least the first one, you do unlock the ability to you get a different training dummy blueprint. So you have a bit more choice in what you can do, but it's not brilliant. Either way, now the one thing that sort of will end up happening is that he does request far more essences than there are blocks, so you do need to get a wee bit creative in how you are essencing your training dummies up. The thing that I tend to do is stick a massive essence behind him, because that totally works. And it totally looks just absolutely stunning, and it's going to work brilliantly punching that. As you will see, it's a little bit bemusing when you do stuff like that and then you use the actual training dummy, because what happens is that everything moves. So the two massive elephants that I've stuck at the back will move along with the actual dummy itself. Which makes sense, considering you're not supposed to put those there. But you can do, which is always fun. Being able to do stuff that the game's not expecting, but will still work nonetheless. Breath of 1,000 llamas. That would be pretty disgusting if you ask me. Like, seriously mega disgusting. So let's practice Simfu. You see? So the elephants end up clipping through the floor, really. Wasn't sure about the... That wasn't really going very well, if you ask me. But my skills at Simfu are legendary, so we will show Master Aran how it's done. Because clearly we are just the master at everything. We can design we can build houses in the space of about 2 minutes. We can construct magnificent pieces of furniture in a longer period of time. They just require a little bit of painting, generally. So we've got the whole design thing. We can cook. We can do Simfu and destroy everything. We can do all sorts. We can fish and just pluck everything out. We've got excellent stamina. And we have this whole essence finding ability in it. We are clearly the single most useful person in this town. No other person... The town would fall if we left. Which is why, obviously, we have to stay here for the rest of our lives now. We are their prisoner, and we have no choice. But I'm sure we can befriend the lovely citizens. As their benevolent ruler, we are allowed to kick them out. Mayor Rosalind really doesn't give a flying monkey's uncle about whether you kick people out. It's just like, yeah, I dislike you, so long. Also, no, what is it with people going into their baths? No, I didn't mean to hop it. I just want to talk to you, Master Aran, because I want to give you your damn training dummy that you asked me for. There we go. No. It's so annoying when that happens. Anyways, you probably noticed, but... well, noticed but not noticed, if you get what I mean. He does ask you for a big variety of essences. And he actually asks you for essences from all 6 interests, bar his hated interest, which is cute. So you have your spooky and your fun, you have your studious, and you have your geeky and tasty. One we are about to work on is the tasty one. I mean, pretty much they follow a set thing. The first one is fun and studious. Second one is fun and spooky. And this one's tasty. Unfortunately, during building it, I kind of had a recording failure, and because I didn't want to build another damn training dummy, I was just like, yeah, it'll be fine. You know how to build those things. And also the other problem is that I'd kind of already put it in his house when it failed. So yes, this is the other training dummy blueprint that you unlock. It's a girl. So it has a skirt. It's actually a lot easier to stick all the essences you need on it. And there's the one that we can't do because we don't have any tiny sharks, nor can we get them. Which is really irritating. So, we are just going to have to go and find some new person to invite to town. Because we need to get up to that star level 4 before we can complete the task. And it's going to magically transform to from night, oh good lord, night till day. That's what I meant to say. It clearly didn't come out like that, but anyway. Here we have Elmira Clamp, who wants a library. Yes, I agree, we need a library. So, I will move you in, because I like you, because you want to build a place for books. Well done, Elmira. Well done. Haha.